This is my body bag. Inside it is my passport, wallet, and cash. And I'm about to forget to strap it on before taking off.
Gracias, buen día. I just lost my body bag with my passport, all my money, my wallet. I can't believe I did that. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. Oh dude, I'm so... Everything was going so well, and then I forget to put my body bag on. I've never done that.
Oh my god! Wow!
Oh my god, it's right here. Oh my god. Mi pasaporte, mi dinero, todos mis documentos. Ay, Dios mío. Gracias a Dios. Wow. Oh my god. Estúpido.
My name is Mac, and this is my motorbike Mula. Together, we're going on an adventure far away from home.
This is the hardest ride of my life.
From Canada to the bottom of the world, through South America, this is my journey to Ushuaia.
Just 45 minutes before that little panic attack, we were wandering through Plaza de Ponchos, the largest indigenous market in South America. It's a vibrant place packed with alpaca wool clothing, handcrafted souvenirs, and colorful indigenous designs. I was actually there to find an alpaca sweater, something to keep me warm for the cool rides through the high Andes of South America.
Super cálido, ¿no?
Sí, es bueno para cuando puedas viajar, cuando hace frío, es muy buena.
Los Andes.
Sí, a los Andes, sí. Y ese es un tamaño muy bueno para ti.
Sí, perfecto tamaño.
Sí, es un tamaño bueno.
Wow.
Para transportar. O negro.
Alright, just got back from the poncho market. $1 for parking. And I did end up buying something. I had the intentions to. I almost bought a sombrero, but no, can't do that. Alright, this is what we got. We got this really beautiful handmade alpaca sweater. How cool is that? I'm stoked on it. And I can replace my crew neck and maybe even my corduroy jacket with this to make the space for it. But this is gonna keep me nice and toasty warm when I'm going through the Andes. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, that's the inner pocket. Oh, okay. It's held on literally by a thread. Sweet though, I love it.
And, well, we all know what happened next. But after recovering my very important bag, we were finally back on track, making our way to Ecuador's capital, Quito.
Sure if this was the road, but yeah, apparently this is the road to Quito.
Google warned me about a closure on the main highway and rerouted us through the mountains. I wasn't disappointed one bit. The detour turned out to be a beautiful dirt road, winding through the trees with incredible views of the surrounding mountains.
Not expecting to go through the mountains like this. This is absolutely stunning.
Before long, we rejoined the smooth pavement and continued our way with no idea what this ride had in store for us. Ecuador was already exceeding my expectations, which, to be honest, weren't very high, but this landscape felt otherworldly. Giant, lush green hills stretched endlessly in every direction. I couldn't stop smiling, and I couldn't stop pulling over to launch the drone and capture it all. But finally, I found myself rolling into Quito. I reserved an Airbnb close to the equator line with plans to visit it the very next day.
El comprobante del pago. Pero está. Sí, yo pago. A fin de mes. Gracias.
Ok. Gracias por todo.
¿Primera vez en Quito?
Sí, primera vez en Ecuador.
Ah, ok.
Voy para Perú.
Ah, ¿en la moto?
Sí, voy a Argentina.
¿Y vienes desde Canadá en la moto?
Sí, solo en moto. 2 años,
Mami.
2 años para llegar aquí.
Oh, Madonna. Ya.
All right, we made it. We arrived to the accommodation. Let me show you. So there's secure parking for the bike just down the street. But then, yeah, it seems like a really quiet, peaceful street. It's like this whole building that seems to be like accommodations. But yeah, so this is my apartment in Quito for literally $12 a night. I think this is actually the cheapest accommodation I've ever stayed in. Yeah, $12 like for an entire apartment, you know. That's just like unheard of. I'm trying to find the lights here. Okay, that's better. All right, there we go. So yeah, full living room. There's even a TV, full kitchen, microwave. It said there was a blender, but I'll believe it if I see it. Yeah, I don't think there's a blender. Oh, there is a blender. Dios mío. And a full bathroom with hot water. So yeah, I booked 3 nights, potentially spend more, but I'm gonna try to keep a steady pace through this country. But yeah, I feel bad. She was waiting for me to get here, and I was just diddle-daddling, getting all these drone shots, all these photos. I just couldn't stop. I wanted to take more. It was so beautiful, that landscape. But even now, like just from Quito, look at this. Just from outside my window, you got these mountains. Let's go take a look. Look at that. And this seems to be my entire, like this is all for me, because that's my bathroom. That's my bathroom door, so no one else is up here. This is my suite. That's insane. And I have this little area to work out in. Bruh. Yeah, $12 a night. That is insane. That is a steal.
Quito would become the 6th capital city I'd visit on this journey. Perched at over 9,000 feet above sea level, it's one of the highest capital cities in the world. The city stretches along the slopes of the Andes for nearly 50 kilometers, creating one of the longest capital cities on Earth. And of course, it's home to the famous equator line, making it one of the easiest places in the world to stand with one foot in each hemisphere.
All right, it's official. We made it to the equator line here just outside of Quito, and we are officially at 0 degrees latitude. And this city is called Middle of the Earth. So pretty cool achievement, pretty cool milestone in the trip to have made it to the equator line here in Ecuador, the 2nd country in South America. And I'm really excited. I'm really stoked to continue exploring more of South America and more of this country of Ecuador. And just see what other beauty we can find, because so far this country has packed a punch. It's been absolutely beautiful. But yeah, 2 years and 8 months to arrive here to the equator line. What a journey it has been.
Just outside the city lies Mittel del Mundo, Spanish for middle of the world. The monument marks where French scientists in the 1700s calculated the location of the equator during one of the most important geodesic expeditions in history. While modern GPS later revealed the true equator sits about 240 meters away, it's still one of Ecuador's most iconic landmarks, drawing visitors from around the world eager to stand with one foot in each hemisphere. There are all kinds of myths surrounding the equator. You'll often hear that you can only balance an egg on a nail here, or that it's impossible to walk a straight line with your eyes closed. In reality, these are just clever demonstrations for tourists, but one thing is true, you actually weigh slightly less at the equator than you do near the poles. Earth's rotation creates a small outward force, making gravity just a little weaker here. One thing that really creeped me out during my visit to the museum was learning about the ancient Amazonian traditions of shrinking human heads. The ritual involved shrinking the heads of defeated enemies, and contrary to popular belief, it wasn't done as a trophy. It was believed to trap the spirit of the deceased and prevent it from seeking revenge.
You have a real human head, and you can see all the facial features of the mouth, the eyes, the lips, the ears, and so on. But over here instead we have an animal's head. What animal do you think this is? Here you go. It's not from the Amazon forest. These were the nations from the between the Amazon forest that we call the shrub. S-H-U-R.